Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about The Mexican, and this movie is directed by Gore Verbinski and stars Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, and James Gandolfini. I think I said that name correctly, and J.K. Simmons, and I really enjoyed this movie, and I really enjoyed the performances. Brad Pitt is great, Julia Roberts, James Gandolfini, I thought he was great, rest in peace. I think I said his name right. Apologies if I said his name incorrectly, but he was my favorite character in the whole film. I found his character to be the most entertaining, and he has a lot of great moments in this film. And Brad Pitt, he's also really funny in the movie. He plays kind of like a dope, and he's the reason everything just goes wrong, just because he's just pretty irresponsible, and he just makes everything go downhill, and he's the whole reason everything is just going wrong. And the movie works best for me when it's Brad Pitt in Mexico trying to get to this gun, which is called the Mexican, and it's very, very valuable. And I also thought it was really great when it was Julia Roberts and James Gandolfini and them going on when they were together, and that's when the movie was at its best for me. And it was a little weak for me when it was Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts together, because in this movie they're supposed to be in a relationship, and I thought that was the weakest part of the movie. And I just found their chemistry together to be a little flat. Not throughout the whole film. As the movie went along, it got better, but for the longest time, I was just thinking to myself, let's get on with it. Like, I don't really care that much. I wanted to talk about Gore Verbinski and his direction in this movie and what he brings to it. I thought he added a lot to the film, and he was able to insert this like really playful tone in the movie, even though it is violent and it gets pretty crazy at points, but the comedy in this movie works really well for me. And during some scenes in this movie, it kind of reminded me of the playful tone in Mouse Hunt that I watched so many times when I was a kid, and I could just it felt like I was just watching something from him that was like really playful and fun, and it was just a great feeling for me. And I just really love the tone of the film. And one thing that kind of bugged me about the movie was that the plot itself is kind of a little messy, as in it goes in so many different directions that I kind of lose track of what's actually supposed to be happening. Like, who is the villain at this point, and without spoiling anything. What am I supposed to be following? I can follow our characters, but the story itself, it got a little confusing for me. And I thought the movie was much better when it wasn't really focusing on the plot necessarily. It was just characters interacting with each other, and Brad Pitt going around trying to fix everything and stuff like that. That's what really works for me in this movie, and that's most of the film. And I haven't really mentioned J.K. Simmons in this movie. He's really good in the movie, and while I do like him, his character doesn't really add a whole lot. And without spoiling anything, his character just disappears, and you never see him again. And that was kind of odd, and it's like they forgot to give some resolution to certain characters or storylines, and that felt kind of weird to me. And that's about all I have to say about The Mexican. It's a really good movie. It's lots of fun. I love the tone of the movie, and I love the characters. The performances are all great, and it's just so much fun to be had in this movie, and I enjoyed the violence. And this movie is not afraid to get violent. I love the comedy, and there's just a lot that I really enjoyed about this movie. And although I do have my issues with it, I would still recommend you check this movie out. And if the tone of the movie, like from the first 20 minutes, works for you, then I would recommend that you watch through the whole thing. And it's a lot of fun, and I would definitely recommend that you check this movie out. And with all that being said, I'm going to give The Mexican a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of The Mexican, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. So look forward to that. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.